World War I. World War I, also known as the Great War, was a global conflict that took place from 1914 to 1918. It involved many of the world's most powerful nations at the time and had a profound impact on the course of history. Here are some key points about World War I. Causes: imperialism, rivalries between major powers over colonies and territories. Nationalism, growing nationalism and desire for independence in various regions. Militarism, arms race and the buildup of military forces in Europe. Alliances, complex web of alliances between countries that bound them to support each other. Key events: assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. On June 28, 1914, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist, triggering a diplomatic crisis. Outbreak of war. Following the assassination, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, leading to a series of alliances being invoked and escalating the conflict. Western Front. The war quickly spread across Europe, with the Western Front becoming the primary theater of operations between the Allied powers, including France, the United Kingdom, and later the United States, and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Trench warfare. The war on the Western Front was characterized by trench warfare, with soldiers fighting from elaborate systems of trenches that stretched for hundreds of miles. New weapons and technologies. World War I witnessed the use of new technologies such as machine guns, artillery, poison gas, and tanks, leading to unprecedented casualties. Eastern Front and other theaters. The war also involved fighting on the Eastern Front, between Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Russia, the Balkans, the Middle East, and Africa. United States entry. The United States initially pursued a policy of neutrality but entered the war in 1917. After Germany resumed unrestricted submarine warfare and attempted to involve Mexico against the U.S. Russian Revolution. In 1917, the Russian Revolution erupted, leading to the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II and the rise of the Bolsheviks, who eventually pulled Russia out of the war. Armistice and peace treaties. On November 11, 1918, an armistice was signed, effectively ending the fighting. The peace negotiations culminated in the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which imposed harsh terms on Germany and laid the foundation for future conflicts. Consequences. Casualties. World War I resulted in a staggering loss of life, with an estimated 9 million soldiers and 7 million civilians killed. Political changes. The war led to the collapse of several empires, including the Austro-Hungarian, German, Ottoman, and Russian empires, and the establishment of new nations and borders. League of Nations. The League of Nations, an international organization aimed at promoting peace and resolving conflicts, was established as a result of the war. It was the precursor to the United Nations. Shift in power. The war marked a significant shift in global power dynamics, with the decline of old European powers and the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as new global players. Long-term tensions. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles, which placed sole blame on Germany, sowed the seeds for future conflicts, contributing to the rise of Adolf Hitler and World War II. Here is some additional information about World War I. War strategies. The early stages of the war saw a war of movement, with both sides attempting to outflank each other. However, the introduction of trench warfare on the Western Front brought the fighting to a stalemate. The opposing forces dug intricate networks of trenches, creating a highly fortified and dangerous front line. Technology and weapons. World War I witnessed the introduction of new and devastating weapons. Machine guns, such as the Maxim gun, inflicted heavy casualties on advancing soldiers. Artillery barrages, including heavy howitzers and mortars, caused massive destruction. Poison gas, initially used by the Germans, caused widespread terror and suffering. Tanks, although in their early stages of development, were introduced and became a symbol of modern warfare. Home fronts. World War I had a profound impact on the civilian populations as well. As the war dragged on, countries mobilized their entire economies and societies to support the war effort. Women played a crucial role in various industries and took up jobs traditionally held by men. Propaganda campaigns were launched to boost morale and promote patriotism. Rationing was implemented to ensure the fair distribution of scarce resources. Eastern Front and other theaters. The Eastern Front witnessed major battles between Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Russia. It was characterized by fluid and mobile warfare, with massive casualties on both sides. Meanwhile, the war also extended to other theaters, such as the Balkans, where the Central Powers clashed with Serbia and other Balkan states, and the Middle East, where the British and Ottoman forces fought over control of territories. Role of colonies. World War I involved many colonies and territories of the belligerent powers. These regions provided troops, supplies, and resources, and their involvement shaped the outcome of the war. Soldiers from colonies, such as India, Africa, and the Caribbean, served alongside their European counterparts. U-boat warfare. Germany employed unrestricted submarine warfare, using U-boats to target enemy shipping. This tactic aimed to cut off supplies to Britain and its allies. The sinking of the RMS Lusitania, a British passenger ship, by a German U-boat in 1915, which resulted in the loss of civilian lives, played a significant role in drawing the United States into the war. Legacy and lessons. World War I was a turning point in world history. Its aftermath led to a period of instability and political shifts, setting the stage for future conflicts. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles and the failure of the League of Nations to prevent further conflicts serve as important lessons for diplomacy and international relations. Thanks for watching. For more videos, please like and subscribe our channel.